Hey everybody, Big Pauly back for another video. I'm just going to pop out in a little while, pop to Tesco's. I need to swap out a Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which one of my group buy members sent back because it was damaged. So I'm getting another one from Tesco's, which I'll ship off to him. While I'm there, I'll just have a quick look at the Blu-rays and the DVDs, see if there's anything new, and pop into Poundland as well, to see if they've got any new titles now that they're with Magpie, whatever it is. So let's go out and have a look. Okay, so guys, we're in Tesco's. I don't know what on earth is going on with Tesco's here, but they seem to have mixed up everything. So you've got 4K titles next to DVD titles, next to Blu-ray titles, but they're not all linked, so it's not all of the same title. So they've mixed up like Logan DVD and they've put it with the 3D Blu-ray for Guardians of the Galaxy. So I don't understand what they're doing here. They're just mixing up everything. There's no dedicated Blu-ray section and no dedicated DVD or 4K section. So whether they're having a shift around, I don't know. Okay, folks, so definitely got some more titles in Poundland this week. So we've got something called Viking here, which looks a bit of a low-budget thing. We've got a film called The Hole. Oh, let's knock them all off the shelf, shall we? Why not? Up you go. Yeah, The Hole, which was a couple of years ago. I think I don't know if it's a Disney film, but it's one of those children's films. But I haven't seen that, so that might be interesting. So what else have we got here? A couple of ones that have been here previously. Something, what's this? Gambit. Perfect Plan, Colin Firth, Cameron Diaz and Alan Rickman. That's a pretty good cast. Not heard of that film, so I'm not sure what that is, but it looks pretty good. I've got Legion here with, is that, I think, Paul Bettany? Yeah, it's Paul Bettany. I had the steelbook for that, and I don't know why I had the steelbook for it. And a film called Bullet with Danny Trejo. That looks pretty good. And that comes with a slipcover as well. Shrooms, Awkward Moment. Yeah, that was already here. Chasing Mavericks, that's been here before. Harry Hill. What Warrior? Something Warrior there. Black Punch. Bullet to the Head. Stallone. That's actually one that I've not seen before, so that's pretty good. Oh yeah, Nick Cage. Women. 16 Blocks. Bruce. So we've got Stallone and Bruce Willis on the same shelf. That's pretty good. Beautiful Creatures. Something Kidnapping. Is that Anthony Hopkins? I don't know, that looks quite weird. And what else we've got here? Something 3D. Medieval Battle 3D. Stealth. I actually like Stealth. I thought that was quite a good film. As you saw in that video, I don't know what is going on, but why would you mix Blu-rays, 4Ks, DVDs all in together? It makes no sense. I mean, I can understand putting like Captain America Blu-ray, Captain America DVD, Captain America 4K together on one little area because you know what to look for, but to just mix every single title imaginable in together makes no sense. But that's only my local Tesco store. So anyway, also as you saw that there in Poundland, there is some new titles out this week, which I think they must have only just got a recent delivery in. So I picked up a couple, 6. So I'm just going to flip through them. So the first title I picked up is a film called 16 Blocks with Bruce Willis and Mos Def. I remember seeing this years ago. I think he's an undercover cop or something, or an ex-disgraced cop, and he has to babysit Mos Def to a courthouse for some kind of hearing. Vaguely remember it, but I do remember that it was a film that I quite liked, so that's why I picked it up. So definitely give that one another shot. Next film is one I've never heard of, Gambit, The Perfect Plan, with Colin Firth and Cameron Diaz. But there's also quite an impressive cast on this one as well, because it's got Alan Rickman as well. But it does say on the back there at the top, priceless comedy. So I do like comedies. It's probably a bit of a romantic comedy, but it looks a bit more adventurous, so we'll give that one a shot and see what that's like. Stallone, found a Stallone one, and it's a Stallone one I've never seen. Bullet to the Head. So I don't know what this is going to be like. It looks pretty good, and it looks like it's got Jason Momoa, who's going to be in the new Justice League movie. Are we really that disinterested in Justice League that we can't even remember who the fuck's in it? God, I hope the film's better than we hope it's going to be. So anyway, that's Bullet to the Head. So as I say, it's one of the Stallone films I've never seen. Don't think it was that huge when it came out, but it's definitely going to worth giving that a shot. And also one I got is Reasonable Doubt with Samuel L. Jackson and Dominic Cooper. Dominic Cooper, who's in the show Preacher. And I love Preacher, that's fantastic. I've only seen the first series, so I'm just waiting to see the second series now, but I'll get to see that soon, so that looks good. Next one is called The Void, Saints and Soldiers. I think Poundland a couple of months ago I did pick up a Saints and Soldiers Blu-ray then, so I think this might be like the next story. Maybe it's from a load of books, but it looks like it's a World War II one set in the hills. You know, they have to babysit some German soldiers, I think. Deep in the Harz Mountains, a US tank crew discovers a platoon of Germans preparing to ambush a US supply truck. So that sounds good. So yeah, that looks really good. So I like my war films, so we'll check that one out and see what that one's like. And the last one, which I've never heard of also, is a film called Bullet, and this come with a nice little slipcover as well. And this is Danny Trejo. I can never pronounce his name right. Trejo. So yeah, I really like him. Machete is one of my favourite films, both Machete 1 and the second Machete. And he was just so funny in Con Air as, what was his name, Johnny 21 or something? Johnny 95, I can't remember. But it's also got Jonathan Banks from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So love his work in Better Call Saul. Fantastic. I could watch an entire series based around his character Mike. So yeah, I am so looking forward to watching that. It's got some good cast in it. So overall, that was a pretty good shop for 6 titles there. Brand new ones that we've not seen before in Poundland. So looking forward to sticking them with the rest of the collection. I think the pile I've got is something like that now. So that's how much I've spent in Poundland. And I've seen, out of that pile, I've seen about that much. So I really must get around to seeing some of them. So yeah, so that's my little pickup for today. In a little while, me and Mumsy, we're going out to view over Westward Cross to watch Kingsman, The Golden Circle. So looking forward to seeing that. So we'll give our little rundown on our review on that later on, what we think of that. The first film was brilliant. Loved the first film. Fantastic. From the reviews I've seen, they're saying this is better than the original. But oh my god, if it is, God help us, that's going to be so fantastic if it is. Speaking of Kingsman, today HMV loaded up onto their website the pre-orders for the Golden Circle Steelbook. It's a 4K Steelbook, but it includes 2D disc and also the digital copy as well. So that is now live on HMV for the Steelbook for the second film. I think it's £24.95. I'm also doing a group buy for it, so if you head over to blu-ray.com and head down to the group buy trading section, it's live now. So if you're outside of the UK and you want me to grab your copy, just stick your name down. Even if you don't think one's coming out in your country yet, you can always cancel it later on down the road. But yeah, stick your name down, and then obviously that will hopefully guarantee you a copy. And I'll pick up those copies. At the moment, the group buys are going through the roof. I've got Wonder Woman, War for the Planet of the Apes, and Spider-Man. Now, I think probably about 95% of the invoices have been sent for all these group buys now. I've received a lot of payments. Thank you very much for sending the payments as properly as you did. I haven't completely updated the spreadsheet yet, so I think you'll find War for the Planet of the Apes and Wonder Woman's been updated on the spreadsheet, but I haven't done Spider-Man yet because I've been working for the last couple of days, and I think I've had something like nearly 100 payments come in, so I'll update that spreadsheet in the next couple of days and make sure everybody's on there. Obviously, if you think that you've paid and you're not on the list, then just give me a little tinkle on blu-ray.com, and I'll make sure that you get on the list. I'll make sure that the payment's been received, that kind of thing. So without further ado, let's go and grab Mum. Let's piss off over to Westwood Cross, because I can't wait any longer and I want to get in there now. See you in a minute.
Who's looking at who?
Everyone, Big Pauly and Mummy here.
Hello.
We're going
Hello, Big Pauly.
We're going to see Kingsman, the Golden Circle, because manners. Was it manners?
Manners maketh man.
Or manners maketh porg. So looking forward to going to see that.
Pauly loves porgs.
Pauly loves porgs. Pauly really does love porgs. Pauly better not have any porgs. Pauly better not have any porgs killed in The Last Jedi, because Pauly will be very unhappy. But apparently porgs are going to be kick-ass and are going to have razor-sharp teeth in The Last Jedi, so maybe they'll bite some fucking Sith or something.
They sound a bit rough to me.
They do, don't they? They sound a bit, maybe a little bit more sinister than we're led to believe. So maybe they'll bite Kylo Ren and send him whimpering home to his... Well, they won't whimper home to his dad, because he took a fucking dive off a bridge, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, Han Solo.
Oh, of course he did, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Poor thing.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about that waffling on. Let's go in and see the Kingsman Golden Circle. So we just got out of the screening of Kingsman, the Golden Circle. Did you like it?
I liked it, yes, very much so.
Was it better than the first one?
Oh, a lot more exciting, yeah.
It was way better than the first
better
film.
Than the first one, yeah.
It made the first film look like a day at the picnic, didn't it?
And I stayed awake this time.
So did I. Even though we were munching on popcorn for most of the trailers. Because how long do the trailers last? 25 minutes to half an hour.
They were more like a film.
You finished the food before the film's even started. But
That's not unusual.
there was a lot of action in this film, wasn't there?
Yeah, a lot of action.
Try not to do a spoiler review, because a lot of people have not seen it.
No, I could tell you a lot of things about it, but I won't.
Yeah, you could just say one word and then it would spoil it.
Yeah.
There is a really big cameo though by a musical legend, but that's all we're saying.
Yeah.
But it is so funny, isn't it?
It's
hilarious.
Funny. Yeah, it is good.
But the action
just joins it all together.
It does, yeah. The action and the choreography is absolutely top notch.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Action,
really funny. This film is about 10 times funnier than the first film.
Yeah.
So even the beginning of the film was just like a Bond film. It was just so action packed, like one of the opening sequences to a Bond film.
Yeah.
So around London, but you've seen that in the trailers. To be perfectly honest, there's a lot in the trailers that gives a lot away in the film. So I would avoid the trailers, but it's probably too late for that now, because the trailer's been out there for a couple of months. So yeah, all in all,
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you like the first film, then and you like Bond and Bourne and all that type of stuff, then you're going to absolutely love this film.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for the steelbook to come out now.
Younger people in it as well.
Yeah.
As well as the oldies.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes it more interesting.
And for some reason,
famous people.
Yeah, and for some reason, I've just read that 20th Century Fox in the UK actually pulled the 3D release of this out of the UK cinemas. So maybe they thought it wasn't really going to work in 3D, but
I think it would.
It would have worked in 3D, but I don't think it took anything away from it, because the original wasn't in 3D, so I'm not that miffed.
It doesn't matter if you don't want to watch it in 3D.
No.
As it is.
Perfectly enjoyable in 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah, so some great action scenes, good acting, Taron Egerton.
Yeah.
He's really Egerton.
He's really good.
Get his
isn't
name
he?
right in a minute.
Yeah,
he's really good.
now.
He's really good.
Yeah.
And he's better
He's
than the first
matured,
one as
isn't he?
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was some reports that he possibly might be up for the role of Bond after Daniel Craig. So
Ooh.
I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, they get younger and younger.
Yeah.
I don't.
But yeah, there's a lot of action all the way through. There wasn't
Yeah.
many slow scenes, so you didn't
No.
fall asleep, did
No,
you?
didn't fall asleep. No.
Yeah, kept you on the edge. The whole cinema was laughing like mad, like you wouldn't believe. So
Yeah.
that's how good the comedy
Yeah,
aspects of the
comedy's
film
funny.
are.
Yeah.
Some brilliant props and special effects, and a really good villain, which would feel right at home in a Bond film. So yeah, really good villain.
Naming no names.
Naming no names,
no.
but yeah, but are kind of a bit nuts.
I wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And HMV have actually already just announced the steelbook, so
Ooh,
they've already got
lovely.
that
We'll all
up for
have
pre-order.
one.
So we'll be getting that.
We'll have one.
Yeah, absolutely. So all in all, brilliant 2 hours. Loved it way more than the first film, even though the first film was classic.
Yeah.
So I would have given the first film 5 stars.
Yeah.
So to be
give
perfectly
this one
honest,
a
this
bit
is like
more.
fucking 7.
It's a bit more in it.
Yeah.
I think.
So how many would you give it out of 5?
4 3/4.
4 3/4?
No, I'd give it 10.
You'd give it 10 out of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would give it 10.
It's just a bit different.
I would give it 10 out of 5 as well, because it is that bloody good.
It's bloody good.
Yeah, it is. It's totally over the top, you know, ridiculous type comedy and action scenes.
Yeah.
But that's what we
It
want.
makes you feel good. You want to shout
Yeah,
out.
and it's the most fun
they
I've
don't-
had in the cinema for bloody
We
ages.
don't do it over here, do we? In the UK,
No,
we don't shout about and
no.
cheer.
In America,
Like they do in
a lot of
America.
people just cheer and jump up
Yeah.
and laugh and scream and shout and all that kind of stuff. But we don't do it over here.
No.
I don't know what that tells about us, whether we're too stuck up or something. But no, there was people having so much fun in this film, and it was just a laugh from start to finish.
Yeah.
And hopefully they make this into a Kingsman trilogy,
Be nice,
because it
wouldn't
really does need a third film. And that, if the third film ended up being as good quality-wise as these two, that probably would be the most perfect movie trilogy ever. So all in all, 10 out of 5.
And a
10 out
thumbs
of
up.
5.
And
Yeah.
a thumbs up.
Oh, we haven't got enough thumbs to
thumbs,
say how
no, we
many
haven't
thumbs
got-
up we need on this. So we need to grab everybody that come out of the cinema and just get their thumbs up.
Yeah.
That's how good it is.
That's it.
So anyway, we're going to head off home now. That's our little review.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely want to see it again.
Yeah.
So
Hurry up and get your DVD. Paul.
yeah, I know. I mean, they've only announced it today, so it's going to be like 4 or 5 months before it's out on Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're talking
We're patient.
probably about maybe December or January.
Christmas.
But we are patient, yeah. And it'll be, by the time it comes round, it'll be brilliant to see it again, because we would have forgotten a lot of the little bits.
Yeah.
So that's our little review.
Go home and tell people that sorry they couldn't come. Like Dad, for instance.
Yeah, and even though we've just stuffed our face full of popcorn and Kit Kat bits, we might go off and have a carvery. I don't know. We're going to go and see how many people there are in the carvery.
Yeah.
But
Otherwise, it's sandwiches again.
otherwise, it's off home. So see you later on.
Bye.
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 Have I got nowhere to sit? Hey, have you nicked my chair, Bobby? Ah, whatever next, eh? What are you doing? You lazy old git you. Hey everyone, so I hope you enjoyed that little out and about and cinema trip today with me and my mum. As I said, Kingsman Golden Circle, bloody brilliant film, absolutely fantastic. One thing I didn't show you when I was in the car is we picked up a couple of posters like I did with the War of the Planet of the Apes. So I got this one. So that's really nice, isn't it? That's a good one. That's going to look good framed. Now these are huge. These are, I think, A3 size again. So I picked up 2 of those, and the other one that was available is that one. So yeah, really happy with that. Don't know which one to frame. Maybe I'll frame them both. But anyway, thanks for watching. Give the video a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.